Okay, so Assembly Bill 897 is the bill to remove illegal squatters from the Private Property Act. Many of us have tuned in to the news to see absolute horror stories of random individuals breaking into properties and claiming those properties as their domicile, as their home. When the rightful owner discovers that their property has been stolen by a trespasser, they dial 911, as most people in America would do. A police officer or a sheriff's deputy shows up and says, sorry, we can't help you. California is one of the only states where this nightmare is happening. And it is playing out in every community across our state. We literally have seen situations where the police officer or the sheriff's deputy advises the rightful property owner that they may be arrested for trespassing on their own property and for demanding that someone be removed. It is time for us to clarify in state law that squatters can be removed with due process. Assembly Bill 897 provides for due process for the removal of squatters. Currently, the process is a nightmare that drags on, clogging up our courts and costing rightful property owners untold bills for lawyers and, in some cases, destruction of their property. Assembly Bill 897 recognizes that there are two constitutional rights that we are weighing here. First is due process for both parties. Second is the right of private property. Assembly Bill 897 strikes the right balance by providing a 72-hour notice for an individual. If a sheriff's deputy or police officer shows up, they will ask the individual who's trespassing, the squatter, do you have any evidence of a lease or rental payments to the rightful property owner? If the answer is no, that individual is given 72 hours to vacate, or they will then be eligible for arrest. If the individual does have any evidence that they would like a court to weigh that would demonstrate that they have a claim of tenancy, even if it's in dispute with the rightful property owner, the courts would have 7 business days to establish that fact. This bill does not apply to individuals who have an ongoing dispute with a landlord. We will have an adjudication process. Sometimes those are lengthy and those can be nightmares. We do not deal with those issues where there is any gray area. This is about the open shut case of an individual squatting illegally, trespassing illegally on a property, and clarifying that law enforcement does indeed have the ability to remove the individual, either with 72 hours notice or upon 7 business days, giving a court an opportunity to review any evidence the person may have. It's time for us to take these horror stories off the news and to give property owners back their right of private property. If we don't do this, California will continue to have a bad reputation for being toxic to property owners, and we will only see more and more investors leave our state for fear that they too could become the next victim of a squatter. I ask for an aye vote on Assembly Bill 897.